a moist, old-fashioned spiced blueberry jam cake with warm spices and crunchy walnuts. Hey, Jessie, add mascarpone cheese. My favorite! Yeah. Oh, I love blueberries and cream. Oh, this is our cake, isn't it? You bet! Toast your walnuts while your oven's heating up. They'll be ready as soon as you start smelling them. And you can use regular all-purpose flour in our recipe to get a tender cake. We'll show you how in a minute. Add in cinnamon, allspice, baking soda, baking powder, kosher salt. Whisk those all together and get out any large lumps. Set that aside for a moment. Oh, quantum trajectory secured. Chaos coefficient manageable. And the Bureau can't touch us. Yeah.
Planet Floop, behold your sparkling protectors!
Get your butter and sugar beaten to the fluffy stage now. Oh, everything should be at room temperature too. Add in 3 eggs, one at a time. Scrape the bowl in between. Butter and stuff likes to stick to the bottom. Beat in a cup of blueberry jam. Should we have put in that last bit of jam? Poopy, maybe it just needs encouragement. This ship was built for speed, intimidation, and... videos! Route recalculating? Hey! Why are we going in circles? Maybe it's the scenic route! And here's the tenderness factor. Add 1 tablespoon of vinegar to your milk. It makes homemade buttermilk. In the olden days, they called it sour milk. Alternate in your dry and your wet ingredients. Start with 1/3 of the dry, then half the wet. Scrape down the bowl after each. This helps to keep you from over-mixing your batter. Toss your walnuts in a tablespoon of flour and fold them in. The flour coating helps to keep them from falling to the bottom during baking. We got the bottle! We got the bottle! Why is the bottle laughing?
Then we fortify. Prepare for strategic retreat. Forward!
Override this system! I already tried that, and this shiny red button! Baking spray with flour and parchment on the bottom. Spray your parchment too. Those purple strips soak on them the in water around the and they outside change are the cake whole strips. baking process, so you get flat tops every time. And we love perfect layers. We're weighing these just to make sure they're even. Via confetti! Oh. Pull my finger. Festive error? It was a festive error. Yeah. Bake for 30 to 40 minutes. Let them cool in the pan for 5 minutes before turning out onto a cooling rack.
Shucks. Villains delayed. Heroes advancing. Chaos wobbling, but still within acceptable margins. For now.
And here's our magical mascarpone cloud frosting. We separate them outside the bowl because you can't get any bit of yolk or grease or anything in with the whites. Add your sugar and a pinch of kosher salt. And place your bowl over a pot of boiling water. You'll see why we use the metal bowl in a minute. Hey! Aren't you pretty? It fits perfect! Oh, well, I'll be dipped in bowl Twinkies. Whoa! Look at this! Oh, I'll just straighten it out. Oh! Now I feel like a mermaid royale. Whisk constantly and bring this up to 160 degrees. It pasteurizes everything. Then whisk this to stiff peaks. That's a beautiful meringue. Cool it to under 90 degrees. Very important or you'll melt the whole frosting later. Metal doesn't retain heat as much as glass does. The package of frozen veggies helps cool it faster too. Oh, Sugar, I love your new hair. All those pretty colors. It looks great on you. Whoa, heavens to Betsy. Do you feel that? Sugar? Yeah. Like the universe just said, everybody calm your cotton-picking nerves. Then Marina's okay. Wait till we try some royal recipes now. And there you go, stiff peaks. Now take your mascarpone cheese, heavy cream, and vanilla extract and whisk this to soft peaks. There you go. And caution here. You can take from your meringue and use the whisk, but you can't put it back into the meringue or you'll totally deflate it and you'll end up with egg white soup. Meringue can't get any bit of fat or dirty or grease or anything in it ever. What the hey is this malarkey? Why does everything feel contained? Poopy? You know, it's like someone slapped a lid on chaos and said nope. Sheesh, I hate this. This feels like bull's nut. We tried this recipe with cream cheese and it kept lumping up. We beat it smooth before adding in the cream and everything. Then folding it in, but it kept coming up with lumps. We even tried this twice. Lumps. Post a comment if you get it to work for you.
Ah, the crown has chosen its keeper.
Shucks. I don't know why I get the shiny hat, but dagnabbit, whoa, someone's gotta keep the doo-doo from hitting that fan. We're using more blueberry jam as cake filling between the layers. Spread a thin layer of the frosting, then pipe a dam around the edge. This'll keep the jam from seeping out later. We loosened up the jam in a bowl there to make it spreading easier. Add in fresh blueberries, top it with the next layer, and do it again. Whoa, Craig Muffin, That wasn't turbulence.
That was authority, baby. The polite kind. The don't make me ask twice kind. It's like the universe just cleared its throat.
Right. Oh, something just settled. Like, here's how we made the decorative top. Starting in the middle, take a teaspoon and spin it around. Drizzle a bit of jam on top and spin it again with a fresh spoon. We use pretty much 2 pints of blueberries between the layers and for decorating. Like when the bottle used to hum before yanking me back in. Only, good grief, nicer.